DJ Wagner is the son of DeJuan Wagner, the grandson of Milt Wagner. He was long thought to be a lock to end up going to Kentucky because of the relationships between Milt and John Calipari, obviously, DeJuan Wagner and John Calipari, and Worldwide Wes and John Calipari. But Kenny Payne, longtime Kentucky assistant, new Louisville head coach, went ahead and hired Milt in a combination director of player personnel and like alumni relations role. Kenny and Milt played together on, were they on that 1980 championship team together? Yeah. Right. So there's a lot of relationships there. So now all of a sudden it's like, is Louisville going to end up getting DJ Wagner?
Kenny took Cal's move.
Yes. They hired the same guy. He took his move. They hired the same guy. Yeah, I know. Cal hired Milt to get the son, and now Kenny is hiring Milt to get the grandson, which is like, to me, this could end up being the wildest and the greatest and the most entertaining and the most perfect kind of 2023 college basketball recruiting story. It's going to be insane. It's going to be awesome.
What would be a power move? What would be a power move if Cal went and hired DeJuan? Like that would be like, oh yeah,
spill that third spot. No,
they did. They brought in. It was his half brother, right? Is it his half brother?
Yeah,
his best
half
friend?
Brother's on the
half brother. Yeah,
he's
a walk on at Kentucky right now. He's already there.
Wouldn't be the first time a walk on made news in the last year.
That's very true. Very true. Yeah, this will be a fun one. I mean, to me, and I loved when we saw him last summer. He actually didn't make a ton of shots, Rob, when we saw him at Peach Jam last year. But I was really impressed with just how he played. I expected him to be more of a chucker, and maybe it's just because I remembered DeJuan as a chucker when I saw him. I covered him, and he scored 100 points in a game. DJ to me played with such poise and under control and everything, and number one player in the country. I would handicap it as Louisville being the favorite. I mean, absolutely. To me, I just think now you're talking about Kenny Payne having a different level of relationship. That's the difference. Is Cal's relationship, a lot of it just stemmed with how close he was with Wes and Kenny Payne. Well, again, Kenny and Wes are super, super tight. Obviously, Wes brought Kenny on with the Knicks. Leon Rose and Wes did. And so I would think they're going to get DJ Wagner, Louisville. That'd be a hell of a start. They'll probably get Imani Bates this year. And although
how is that going? We haven't heard hardly anything.
They're still waiting. I mean, I think it's more in Elgin's court right now in Imani. And if they want to go to Louisville, they'll go to Louisville. But right now, Louisville's just waiting.
I think he's going to go to Louisville. I mean, everything lines up. You bring in Milt to do this. DJ Wagner is going to be, for all intents and purposes, Louisville bound, and it is outstanding for that rivalry.
Yeah,
which
let's face it, for that rivalry.
Oh, the rivalry needs it, frankly, because the way the last couple of years have gone, obviously Chris Mack and Cal got into it a little bit, but Mack at Louisville just never really seemed to get off the ground running. This has a chance to create some real heat, some back and forth. It's just compelling. It's old school, honestly. It is a Cal move in 2022, and it's awesome. I expect DJ Wagner in a Louisville Cardinals jersey.
If they're smart, here's the one thing. Do what Patrick Baldwin didn't do. Do it early. Because if you do it early, you're going to get a lot around you. If you wait too late, it's going to be the DJ Wagner show with not enough around him to be able to contend for maybe a Final Four. But if you do it early, I'm telling you, kids want to play with this kid. Like he is not a black hole.
I think he needs people around him though. Like we're talking about DJ Wagner as the number one player in the class. Well, this is not 2023 is not a great class. And DJ Wagner is a really good 5-star. He'd be top 10 in any class that he is a part of. I don't think that he'd be the number one player in any class that he is a part of. He's a really good prospect. He's not.
Are you saying he's not Shaedon Sharpe?
No, who is Shaedon Sharpe? Shaedon Sharpe's better than Zion.
Nobody.
No one's better than Shaedon Sharpe.
Nobody. He's moving up.
It goes like this. LeBron James, right here, right? Then you have Jason Tatum right here, and then you have Shaden Sharp.
Off the rails.
Jeff Goodman.
It's too late.
That is the
it's too
Jeff
late.
Goodman. That is the Jeff Goodman power
Listen,
rankings of best
all I
players
know
in the
is
world.